Hello and welcome to an edition of Spartan Spotlight. I'm Mark Janzen, your host, and with me today is Tiffany Olsen from the Trinity Western women's basketball team. Thank you for coming today.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Let's just talk about your guys' first weekend. How did you feel it went? You guys were 1-1. In the second game, you had 22 points, led the team. Pretty good game, but how did the weekend go for you guys?
It was really good. Friday, it was our first CIS competition of the year, so I think we kind of got some of the jitters out, some of the nerves, a couple of the first years and things like that. So didn't really show up as much in that game. Saturday, though, turned it around. The team that showed up on Saturday is the team we're hoping comes out for most of the games this year, so it felt really good to split with Lethbridge this weekend.
What was the difference did you feel for that first and second game?
I don't know if it was just nerves or what it was, but the second game, it was just, we were more on the ball, our shots were going in, we played a faster pace, which is kind of more what we've been practicing throughout the year. So I think that in the first game, we were maybe playing more of their game, slowing it down, trying to play half court with them, when really what we needed to do is push the ball and stuff like that. So it was good. Our shooting percentage went up the second night, and everything went a bit better.
Yeah, that went up quite a bit, actually.
Yeah,
It was pretty good, yeah.
It was a bit of a lid on the basket on Friday, so.
Yeah. Well, let's just talk about how you got here. You grew up in Fanny Bay, BC. Probably not a lot of people know about that town, but you grew up there. What was kind of your life growing up in basketball?
Yeah, for sure. My sister and I are from Fanny Bay. It's on Vancouver Island. Bit of a small town, so most of the stuff we did, most of the basketball we played was in Courtney, Comox area. Just this Grizzlies leagues, the Steve Nash leagues, moving up. I went to high school in Nanaimo for 2 years, ended up at UVic for 2 years, and finally ended up here, so it's been good.
What made you come to Trinity Western after being at UVic for a couple years?
Yeah, I knew I still wanted to play basketball. It was just sort of a matter of schooling, things like that. I left UVic, didn't have a plan, and I'm finding the degree program here. It's a sport and leisure management program that I wanted to be a part of. And at that point, I spoke to Kirby and I was able to play, so everything just kind of fell into place, and it was really great.
Yeah. Now, growing up in Fanny Bay, what's Fanny Bay known for? I mean, it's a pretty small town, eh?
Fanny Bay oysters. So a lot of people, you can go to a lot of really nice restaurants, even in Vancouver and stuff, and you'll see Fanny Bay oysters on the
Is that something you guys are all proud about?
I wouldn't say proud. It's just kind of what Fanny Bay is known for. So most people, if they ask where you're from, you say Fanny Bay, and most adults will be like, "Oh, oysters?" And you're like, "Yeah, oysters," but I don't think I've even ever had one.
Really?
Yeah.
You're from Fanny Bay, you never had an oyster?
No.
Family wasn't into it?
No, not as much.
Huh, there you go. Well, speaking of family, now Chelsea's your sister on the team this year, the first year on the team. What's it been like? You were saying earlier to me off camera that you hadn't actually played with her for a while, and you guys have a 4-year age gap, so you probably didn't play with each other that much growing up. But what's it like having your sister on the team?
It's really awesome having her around. I haven't lived at home with her since I was 16 and she was 12, so it's more her coming here now and us kind of getting to know each other again, but it's more as friends rather than the siblings where we've maybe been together all through high school, just kind of on each other's nerves and stuff, but it's been really good. It's more of a friendship than I think it is with sisters, but at the same time it's also kind of nice to have your baby sister, be able to watch out for her for her first year of university.
Yeah,
so
that's right.
It's good.
What was it like growing up with Chelsea? What kind of person was she growing up?
She was always feisty. She's a lot tougher than me sometimes. It's pretty good. You know, she's a little unhappy about the fact that she's the midget of the family, or so I call her, but my dad's really tall, my mom's really tall, and our 12-year-old brother just passed her. So she's 5'9". She's not even that short, but I just tell her that every family needs a point guard. So
well, there you go.
She's okay with that.
Yeah. So now that you've been at Trinity for a few years, what do you like about the culture of Trinity, and what do you like about being here?
It's really nice. It's more of a community, whereas at somewhere like UVic, or even my high school was almost bigger than Trinity, you feel like you're just kind of there and you're not really part of anything. With Trinity, it's really great because you are on a team, you're in a community, and like everyone just there supporting each other, and you feel a lot more supported as an athlete, I feel, in a lot of different aspects. Academically, spiritually, physically, we have so much other stuff going on, and so many great like strength training coaches and nutrition and all that kind of stuff that I'd never really experienced before, and having that here has really helped me grow as an athlete and as a person.
What's it been like in the last year now that Cheryl's around, head coach? She seemed to change the culture a bit. What's it been like?
Yeah, I was a little nervous getting a new coach, especially going into my kind of senior years, but it's been great. Cheryl is amazing. she's really kind of changed the attitude. A lot of us are a lot tougher, I think, and better for it this year. So it's been kind of fun having a coach that you want to do really well for, not necessarily just to kind of impress or get playing time, but it's something where it's like you want to perform for her and your team. And I haven't really, there's a lot of coaches I play for who it's just kind of like, you sort of just think about the team first, but with Cheryl, it's really big. She's been pushing a lot of us.
So was it kind of extra exciting to get her that first win as a Spartan
Yeah,
coach?
it was pretty funny. We were laughing about it because we don't really have a full-time assistant coach that travels with us or anything, and we went into the locker room at half-times and after the game, and we were getting texts from all our assistant coaches kind of watching the game, and it was really great, and Cheryl was super happy, so it was really fun.
Yeah, so are you in some of the best shape you've ever been in your life now?
Yes,
really?
Definitely. Yeah, for sure. It's so great. I don't think I've ever played 32 minutes in a game before.
Wow.
And I felt great after the game, just being able to kind of run it. And like I said, Saturday's game was a lot faster paced too. So it feels awesome just being in shape and not really having to worry about that aspect so much, and you can worry more about other things when you're playing.
Right, so was Saturday's game kind of what you guys want to do, obviously, keep a fast pace going?
Yeah, we fixed a lot of our defensive errors too that night, so that was a lot better, just playing defense better and being able to, on offense, push the ball up the floor. We had a lot of fast breaks and things like that, where Friday we really didn't have that at all, so it was good to play faster.
Yeah. Now, this might come at you from a different angle, but I'm just wondering, if one of your teammates or a bunch of your teammates got together and you weren't there and I said Tiffany Olsen, what would they say? What would you want them to say, or what would they say about you? What kind of player are you, and what would they say?
What would I want them to say, or what would they say?
Both, actually.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm kind of known as more of a vocal leader. We have a lot of different leaders on the team. For me, I think people kind of look to me to be the voice, and I'm comfortable with that. So it works out well. I'm very outgoing and outspoken, and sometimes I'll tell people what I'm thinking when maybe that's not necessarily exactly what they want to hear.
Yeah.
But I think I'm a good encourager, and I'm good with words, and I hope that my team would say that my actions follow up my words too. So just work ethic and different things like that.
Yeah. So now you're at Trinity for 4 years. What do you kind of want to do beyond Trinity? I mean, sure, you might have a couple years left here. What are you studying? What would you like to do beyond it?
Yeah. Well, I came here for the degree program, the Sport and Leisure Management program. So I'm really hoping to go somewhere with that, more the business side of things. Hopefully some marketing, public relations with the sports team, professional sports team, something along those lines.
Is there a certain team that you would love to?
I'm really into football right now, and I love watching the NFL, not CFL. So you never know. Like, I've never really thought of myself as someone who maybe moved to the States, but you never know.
Wow. Do you have a favorite NFL team?
Seahawks.
They're the local team.
Yeah, they're the closest ones, and it's fun. Been to a couple games, it's really great.
Yeah. Well, good luck in everything that you do in the future, and this season especially. Hopefully you guys do very well with the new coach and everything. This has been another edition of Spartan Spotlight, and this is Tiffany Olsen.